Hi, my name's Jason.
My name's Gabe.
I'm the father.
I'm the son.
And today we're going to be talking about Breath of the Wild 2 fan theories. We also do have some dogs with us.
I'm the dog.
Another dog.
Oh my gosh, so many
over
dogs.
Here. Another
3
dog
dogs.
there.
That's the bear.
Yes. So we are. We've been trying to do a YouTube live stream a couple times now, and around 20 seconds in, a bot joins. They just joined. They usually try to shut us down for copyright infringement, which we are definitely not trying to do. We don't have any music playing. We don't have anything like that. So what do you have to say to YouTube about their bots?
So YouTube, you really gotta work on the bots. You gotta fix them. Either you gotta make them smarter because they're actually pretty dumb.
And the bots, I think we made it out of the clear with the copyright.
Yes!
All right. So we're going to delve right into our Breath of the Wild 2 fan theories.
Sorry about that.
So I grew up playing Zelda. I started very early on with the original NES. And then, Gabriel, you started playing Zelda. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you knew that.
I didn't know that. I thought you started playing Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time was the first time that I was playing it on my own system.
Okay.
Yes. I did have an NES.
Okay.
And I did play that, but it was with some friends that were older than me because the game was a little complex and a little hard for me because I was 5 years old when it came out. But that was the first Zelda that I played, and then I played a significant lot of them afterwards. But my favorite one was Ocarina of Time. That hit me in the sweet spot. And which one hit you in your sweet spot?
Literally the only one I've been alive for. These are my 2 favorite. Wait, no, I'm just gonna have to say 3 because 2 wouldn't make sense. So these are my 3 favorite Zelda games. We had Ocarina of Time. It looks really cool.
It's great. Yep.
Wait, no, Twilight Princess.
Yeah, you like TP. Yep.
Twilight Princess, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, and Legend of Zelda. Legends of Link.
The Adventures of Link?
Yes.
The second one in the series?
Yeah, man.
Okay, cool.
The Adventures of Link. Remember I played on special mode?
Oh, yes.
Where it gives you everything?
That's right.
It was really fun. I actually got the boomerang and the bow and arrow on my own.
Right, so that's the one that I started playing. That was the first one that I ever played. That's the first one that came out. So, all right, so let's talk about our fan theories so that when people join,
I think someone has joined.
Yep, we had somebody else a second ago, too.
My God.
So, Breath of the Wild 2, slated to come out. Who knows when? People are expecting possibly a holiday release with 2020. But I would imagine with the pandemic and Nintendo having to shift a lot of their workforce to work from home, there have been some challenges and delays, I would have to imagine. But, time will tell. So I would not bank on a 2020 release as much as maybe a 2021.
Which is just really sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
But it could be coming out by Christmas.
Right.
No one knows.
No one knows. So one of the things that I think is going to happen in Breath of the Wild 2 that I am most excited for is underwater swimming.
Yes, that and 2-player.
Yeah.
They gotta have 2-player. It's a Zelda game, man.
I know, but most Zelda games don't have 2-player.
1-player
game.
Most Zelda. You know what'd be a good mechanic for Twilight Princess?
What?
If it was a 2-player, once you met Midna and are able to turn into wolf form whenever you want.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So
let's try to stick to Breath of the Wild.
Yes, I just popped into my head where one person could be Link and the
one
other
could be Midna. Yeah. So I'm really excited for underwater swimming.
Yes.
And one of the things that you taught me is that in Breath of the Wild, they actually programmed the water to have like these beautiful coral reefs underneath of it.
Well, you saw it on Reddit first.
Okay. But you know how there's a glitch or something where you could...
Yeah, we could
explain it.
So it's an underwater glitch. I don't know where to do it. Unfortunately, I tried looking.
Lorland Village.
Yeah, but we don't know which dock.
Yeah, one of the docks in Lorland.
So basically, once you find that special dock, you scope. And
like back up and scope into it or something, right?
No, you just gotta hit the scope, and then once you're out of it, you see the beautiful underwater world.
Right. So if you haven't seen this yet, guys, go look online and look up Breath of the Wild underwater. They took so much time to make the underwater so beautiful. Obviously, there's something there. They wouldn't have spent all that time programming this beautiful underwater if they didn't need it. So that leads me to believe it is something that they'll be using in Breath of the Wild too. So what is something that you're excited for about Breath of the Wild too?
So I'm excited again. I'm excited for underwater swimming, but you know why? We go to the Bridge of Hialeah because under the Bridge of Hialeah, you might remember this from I think it was Ocarina of Time. You jump under the Bridge of Hialeah, there's an underwater dungeon.
It's an underwater temple, the water dungeon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Is that from Ocarina of Time?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are one of the things that was non-traditional about Breath of the Wild, right, was its open world view. So it would be really cool to somehow have a nice mix of that open world concept with dungeons, because what made Zelda games so amazing were the dungeons. And I guess you could say the shrines are kind of like dungeons, right? You get mad at me every time I call a shrine a dungeon.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Because
but
the water dungeon would be at least a great dungeon to bring back.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
any of the dungeons. I mean, they're a staple. They're a hallmark of Zelda games.
Mm-hmm.
So it was an interesting departure to not have them in Breath of the Wild. But Breath of the Wild was just a masterpiece of a game, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So all right. So what else are you excited about for Breath of the Wild 2? Is there a mechanic, or is there a theory, or is there
There's
something?
a theory.
Yeah. What are you excited about?
I think that somehow Link stole the Ocarina of Time and then traveled back in time with Zelda, because do you want to know why? On that opening cutscene on the E3 trailer, there's no Divine Beast on Death Mountain. No Vomito.
Ooh,
there's no Vomito.
I like this.
But he probably didn't somehow get back in time, steal Ocarina of Time Link's Ocarina. Oh, this is a stupid theory.
That'd be fun though.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the going back in time. That would be a pretty cool concept.
It makes sense. Either they go back in time, or they go forward in time. Where
it's going to be one or the other.
Or this is what could happen if they go forward in time. Whereas you actually don't. So you know how I just said no Divine Beasts?
Mm-hmm.
They could be going forward in time. They didn't beat the Calamity, so the Calamity got the chance. I'm sorry, I was speaking really low there. So they didn't beat the Calamity. So the Calamity had the chance to destroy the Guardians. You can't like it, Ed. We could get ourselves a viewer by just hitting new tab.
You don't think that we destroyed the Calamity in this Breath of the Wild? So if we move forward in time, how would the Calamity be back?
But again, I said it could be moving backward in time or forward in time, right. But they still haven't beaten the Calamity in that time.
No, but if we move forward in time,
okay,
wouldn't the Calamity have been beaten?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So another theory is that, Calamity Ganon?
Yes.
He's not the final boss.
Yeah,
I'm bringing back Ganondorf. Now, this is my theory. I have not stolen it from anyone. That you will actually Calamity Ganon is powering Ganondorf, because as we see in the E3 trailer, we see dead body. Yeah, we see this like mummified corpse that has this. Opens his eyes. Yeah, his eyes are red, dark, glowing slits of malice. But. Do you like how I described that? I do. Yeah, it was great. So what I think, I love that idea. And I love that the Calamity is like a power source for Ganondorf, right? And maybe Ganondorf is like trapped under Hyrule, and it was the Calamity or maybe the Calamity was somehow oppressing Ganondorf and he couldn't get out. But now that we've beaten it, it's going to allow him to No. I think the idea of Ganondorf coming back is really cool. I love that. This is a Nintendo Black Crisis theory. So you know how when Link gets his first memory with Impa, and he watches the cutscene? Yeah. Do you notice his hand? Do you notice the hero's hand is glowing?
Oh no, I didn't notice.
So I will have to
No,
rewatch it.
yeah, I'm not saying it isn't. I'm just.
Yeah. The pixels are yellow. And do you know what happens?
What?
Since the Sheikah, they're not perfect at drawing. Link isn't the ancient hero. But because we see red hair, it could Link might be Zonai. So if you haven't been to the Faron region in the Legends of Zelda Breath of the Wild, you might not have heard of the Zonai ruins. With the Zonai ruins, you'll see these swirly lines. That's basically, so there's swirly lines and equal statues. Now, if you got in all 120 shrines, you've probably seen the Black Ruins shrine. Probably.
You would have had to.
Mm-hmm. And so...
And just to help people understand, the Zonai region is that part where you go and it's pitch black, right? No matter what time of day it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, just a tip for getting through that, if you have the Master Cycle already, you hop on it, its light will turn on, and then illuminates your path.
Yeah.
So just a cool tip.
Yeah, so I'm convinced that Breath of the Wild 2 is going to have underwater because they spent so much time making it beautiful. And like you said, I love the idea of the beautiful underwater dungeon, man. And I love the idea of bringing dungeons back in a really meaningful way. The shrines are amazing, but it would be so cool if we were able to actually do these big expansive dungeons. And I guess some of the shrines are really big and expansive, especially in the DLC. Those shrines are epic, right? Those are super long shrines.
I just wind bombed through them.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I beat them in a different way. Gabriel is really good at all of the different glitches and hacks and
I accidentally set a bullet time skew. No, but seriously, that's a true fact.
Yeah, I know. You did it today. So, Breath of the Wild 2 hopefully will come out soon. And thank you for watching. And we got to sign off for now. Take care, everyone.
Bye. Probably no one was watching.
No, yeah.
Yeah, we had a viewer that